full wind-up: China, Germany, Netherlands, Poland, France, and the Russian Federation.
Well, when you've got the world champions in this event, you're bound to say you've got to watch them, aren't you?
Well, yeah. Well, it's not a secret tip, that one. You know, I've not been divining it from the tea leaves. No. That's China in lane 1. Lane 2 lining up alongside them with Germany. Lane 3, world champs, it's the Netherlands. Weather here, it's considerably cooler than we saw at the World Championships in Florida this time last year. Poland in lane 4. Same crew that they offered to the World Championships last year. France running in lane 5. And next up in lane 6, we'll find ourselves with Russian Federation.
18 years of age, the stroke woman, Elena Zakatova, and she was in the Junior World Championships in Trakai last year. I think one of the youngest competitors here, Sam.
Russia.
To live up to.
Attention.
Especially for the open weight as well.
So, for my money, this is Poland and Netherlands head-to-head. Both these crews qualified by winning their heat on Friday direct to the final. The other 4 had to come through the repechage yesterday. There we see the German stroke woman, Frieda Hammerling, from the Hanover club. Blonde hair flapping behind her head, leading her crew off. Coached by Maciej Bykowski, the Polish coach of the women's quad that got bronze in the Rio Olympics.
There is basically nothing to choose between them. We're 250 metres in, I would say, more or less, and all of the crews sit between about 10 metres. But you see 5, they're starting to fade back a little bit. That's France off the pace.
Yeah, the Poles love to lead out, though. In the World Championships last year, they led to the 500, 1,000, the 1,500 metres, and it was only a blistering last quarter that took the Dutch to that gold medal. But this Dutch crew have got one change in. Caroline Florin, who is the daughter of a very famous father, Ronald Florin, double Olympic champion in men's doubles in Seoul in 88 and in the men's 8 in Atlanta. I think he was a 7-man in that crew in 96. So, you know, a lot of heritage, and Caroline probably gets fed up of hearing about her dad all the time, but she's writing her own history, going through in the lead, and that's a surprise. I thought the Poles would lead through the first quarter.
Yeah, to see them 1/4 of a second ahead at the first quarter is a surprise. China 1/2 a second off the pace, so it's close. The crews all sit in about 3.5 seconds as they go through the first marker. You see the shot showing the long road to home that they've yet to lay down. But I think rightly, as you say, it's going to be between Netherlands and Poland to the line, but China seems to be staying with them pretty strongly.
Well, it'd be nice, you know, we've got Jian Yang in the 2 seat. She's just out of picture ahead of Chen Yunjie, the Chinese bowwoman, and Zhan Ling, who's stroking this quad. They were both in the Chinese quad that took 6th in the Olympics. Steve Redgrave, of course, the new Chinese performance director, the British 5 times Olympic gold medal winner, here watching crew. So it'd be great for the Chinese to pick up a medal, but Nicole Boykers in the stroke seat of the Dutch crew, the Njord Sculler.
Yeah, you see the ratings there, the lead crews are underrating those trailing at the back. That is a real risk when you start to see people slip past you to pick up the rate just to try and claw your way back into contention, but it will make it a very punishing second 500 metres indeed. They're riding still with the Netherlands that have the lead ahead of Poland. In fact, they're starting to stretch that lead out a bit now. You can see the bow number, that's the number 4 at the bottom of the screen, clawing its way at the side of that Dutch 4.
It's the same coach, Jose Verdonschot, that coached that lightweight women's double that we saw, and you know, he's brought in Caroline Florin replacing Inge Janssen, the big Inge Janssen, the Dutch rower, and Florin, the later sculler. has made a real difference. There's the Chinese. So the stroke woman I was talking about, Zhang Ling, she is just 21 years of age and real promise in this crew. Chinese target is to win at least one gold medal in the Olympics in Tokyo. But look at that effortless fluidity that they've got, you know, and they've found a bit of extra pace.
Yeah.
As you can tell from the fact they're leading the
found
polls.
something.
Number 1's the bow of China, number 4 is the bow of Poland. So I think Steve Redgrave, sitting to the grandstand to our right, is going to be doing cartwheels. If a man of 110 kilos or so could be doing cartwheels here, if his crew, or the Chinese crew, not his crew as such, do win a medal.
I don't think you have to weigh in for the grandstands these days.
There we see the Chinese crew. Let's just hear it for them. Chen Yunxia, Yan Kui, Xiao Tong and Zhang Ling, 2 Olympians in that crew, and they are really putting it through. The Germans, bow number 2, we saw them early on, coached by the Polish coach Maciej Witkowski. And there's the Poles, the world silver medalists. I think the Poles are going to pick up the silver medal in this, frankly. I think China's got to hold off
Germany now.
Germany, and the Germans look to be coming through. You know, there's quality in that boat, I think. It's difficult for the Chinese. 500 metres still to go. What do you reckon, Sam?
Yeah, I think it was a really brave start and a strong middle 1,000 for China. But I think that German crew's just got a lot more left in the tank. So whilst it would be a great shame for them, and we certainly don't wish it upon them, I think China are likely to fade out over the next 500 metres. The Netherlands have surely done enough to try and claw their way ahead of Poland. Poland in hot pursuit, and they're going to have to pick it up to stay out of the reach of Germany. There you see, that is the German bow alongside Poland. So there's half a length in it. Poland just about maintain overlap with the Netherlands, but I think China are going to start slipping from that now.
It's not going to be a reversal of last year's Worlds, is it, with the Poles coming and find the sprint finish. I mean, I think that the advantage of the way Jose Verdonchok sets up his crews is that they can sit out in front, not expend too much energy, just let the boat come to them. And so on that recovery phase, the boat just doesn't slow down, and you've got maximum speed until almost when they put the blades in the water, and that gives them the flexibility in the last quarter to hold off the challenge, Sam.
Yeah, I think the calmer you keep the recovery and the less dive you get from the stern. You pick up a lot of drag doing that. You change the area of the boat, so the calmer that you can be on the recovery, the better. But it's not going to be that calm now as you watch these 4 crews come hoving in. It's still the Netherlands out in front of the field. It's Poland, though, by my money, that just cling on ahead of Germany. There's not a huge amount to decide between them. Certainly the Netherlands, another well-deserved haul to go with them. Poland managed to stay ahead of Germany. They've got about half a length ahead. Following them, it's China. They did really well for the first 1,500 metres or so, just letting Germany pick them at the post. In lane 5, France hang on to 5th place, and the Russian Federation will be there in 6th.
That is Netherlands' 4th gold medal. They are absolutely on fire, and
not to mention they've had 2 sets of silvers, I think, by now as well.
Yeah.
So they've taken 6 sets of medals.
They are going to be killing this World Cup title at the end of the regatta, aren't they?
I think they're going to be killing the bar tonight.
Yeah, well, the Germans were so pleased, and why not? That's the German bowwoman, Michaela Stahlberg from the Krefelder club, same club as Lisa Schmittler, who took gold in the Rio Olympics, stroked that crew. Heritage in that club.
Poland and Russia did look good off the blocks. Poland had a strong start. There you see towards the midfield, and you can see the Netherlands already pulling out ahead. That's them there.
Look how easy that is out forward. Just nothing going on there at all, is there? Just let the boats move under you.
Poland hot on it at 1,500. Back with the Netherlands, though. And again, technically, it just looks very calm. Over the line in first place, nearly a length to spare. Poland having to fight off Germany all the way to the line. Great stuff.
Delight, isn't there, as Olivia Rand-Ruin raises her hand. She was the bow first up with her hands.
So that's the confirmation of the results. Netherlands for the win in 6:14.31. Poland just under 2 seconds behind, having